up, MP?
So.
Kicks, MP.
To a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using inappropriate language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violation.
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony, and our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The wing pair we'll see going is going to be Ivy and Thompson. Isaiah Stewart out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Cunningham in at the point. And for Chicago, at the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. MP out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Wow, what a play.
Unbelievable. Oh, it is is nice to be young. MP.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Cunningham looking around. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
Bitch ass.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Ivy finds Thompson. The shot by Stewart with no one around.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah.
Defense has to guard Cade in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Just a bit ago,
Get
Billy
out,
Johnson and I were in
nigga.
the chat. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He
What
said
you
that's
did,
their
kid,
catalyst.
nigga?
They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
Now, here's Ivy. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Williams passes to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Here's Ivy. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at you.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And MP throws it down.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Now, here's Cunningham. This game he had 28 points. Here's Stewart.
Shit.
No good on the 3. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Right the pass to MP. From past the arc. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Bounce pass from Williams. Pistons passing it around. Pass to Stewart. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Stewart's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Right the pass to MP. Rebound by Williams. Pistons trailed by 5. Cunningham outside. Now Thompson. His last outing, he had 8 points. From deep 3-point land, he can't get it to go.
What's up, Mike?
Jackson kicks to Giddey. From about 19 feet. Rebound, Detroit.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Thompson for 3. The kick out to Williams. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
Jackson from long range. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. A 3-ball. And the Pistons another 3.
That's a beautiful pass. You just love the way Cunningham generates offense.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
A big man with a big finish.
Thompson outside. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Bucket is good. Cunningham's got 7 points.
Thompson.
The Bulls have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
Here's Cunningham. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Right back after this break. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Come on.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Chris Dunn. Smith is out there with MP. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Booz Ellis at the small forward. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors was tremendous. He had 57 points, and he made the defense look hopeless as he piled on the points. What a game for him, and against their rivals no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Josh Giddey's checked in for the Bulls. And the Pistons making a change here. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Anthony sets the pick for Eason. Cunningham outside. And it's off from three-point range. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the dunk by Smith.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Anthony. Scoreless thus far. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
Mitchell lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Thompson outside. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Inside, MP gets it.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
To Cunningham. Got a hand on it. Thompson against MP. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Jackson. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trail by 5. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. Their great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Nice shot by Thompson.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scary.
And he throws it down hard.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Eason. The Bulls getting the bucket. Cunningham's shot is off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 6-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Really efficient from the perimeter. He is finding those shots, and he is making them.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 2 points. That one goes. MP's got 30 points.
Just impressive with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Mitchell against Anthony. Pass to Thompson. Clock at 4. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Thompson's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Pistons. Jackson from long range. MP has been leading the charge for the Chicago Bulls. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hello, everybody. Coming into halftime, MP.
Oh, he's going hard in the paint, taking it right at the defense. I love his commitment to getting high percentage looks, Shaq.
Look, I don't do this often, but I'm bestowing upon him the Shaquille O'Neal badge of honor. Got to.
And another important topic, injuries. Let's take a look at what's happening across the NBA.
Well, Brooklyn's dealing with an injury bug. Missing Porter Jr. obviously hurts this team. I mean, high-level scorer. He plays with great determination.
And it's unfortunate for the fans, too. When he gets rolling, he puts on a show. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. Thompson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Pass to Williams. Here's Ivy. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Bulls moving the ball around. Hunter, the pass to Giddey. Now, MP. Cuts it 5. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Pistons trail by 9. Pass to Stewart. Back to Cunningham. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for. Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
And here's Ivy. Stewart finds Williams. Cunningham for 3. It's hauled in by MP.
5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference.
Here's Stewart. Out to Thompson. Back to Stewart. Launches it. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Bulls leading by 11. Hunter, the pass to MP. MP attacking the open floor.
Well, young players like MP know that if they run the floor, they will be rewarded.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. As now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Bulls with some changes. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Bruce Ellis comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Mitchell in for Kobe White. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Tari Eason's checked in for Cunningham. Stewart finds Eason trying to get something going. And he lays it up and in.
A point-blank range, that is too easy.
Here's Giddey, still scoreless. Pass to MP. Oh, that's a monster jam by MP.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
Pistons trail by 13. Thompson outside. Now Stewart. And the 3 off target.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And here's MP for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight. There's a minute left to play here in the third. Pass to Stewart. Here's Eason from downtown. It's hauled in by the Bulls. MP's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Giddey. And he lays it straight in. Giddey's got his first 2 points of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Stewart.
Shoot that shit, bitch.
Off target from 3-point range.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
He gets it in there.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Ivy with it. Nothing on the board. Shot to stop the run. That one, no good. And so it's Chicago controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Jalen Smith is out there with MP. Then there's Dunn. Then it's Bruce Ellis. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position.
Well, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there's no doubt when I played, every team
seen
had 4
boy.
or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure.
Assist from Karis LeVert.
Bulls leading by 18. Jackson from long range. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Jackson's got 49 points in the game. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. And the Bulls making a change here. Giddey's checked in, and Detroit with a change here too. Williams is checked in. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world, so there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Pass to Buzelis. MP, that's for two. He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Inside, right wing, three-pointer. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got his fifth rebound in this one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Chicago making a switch here. Okoro's checked in, and then for Detroit, Stewart checked in for LeVert. Asar Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. And Ivy subbed in for Anthony. To the paint, here's Jackson, and yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Thompson passes to Williams. Detroit, no good that time either.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
And MP throws it down hard.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham for three. Chicago grabs the miss. Jackson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Bulls moving the ball around. Dunn kicks to Mitchell. MP, that's for two. Again, what an avalanche.
And what's another 60 burger to him? I mean, you can almost expect it from him at this point.
And he is now within distance of the most 60-point games in a single season. He could do it. The shot by Ivy, no good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now racking up there, I can't believe I'm saying it, 71st victory of the season. Wow. Not something that happens often. What a ride it's been for this team.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Yeah, I mean, he was a force on the glass. Just incredible effort.
Ivy passes to Stewart. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Cunningham for three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Dunn kicks to Mitchell. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Thompson. Lets a floater go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot. and gets fouled.
Jones checked in for Mitchell. That one misses.
Well, I'm sure he wanted to hit all of them, but he was still able to chip away a little bit more at this lead.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
1 second separating the shot clock and game time. To the inside. Here's Williams. And the rejection by MP. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cunningham. No good from 11 feet. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Alan